Memphis Mafia kid here. And of course, it's as always, as I've talked about in other videos, it's one of our or my favorite time of year and our families. But we really enjoy Christmas. And me and Teresa had been sitting around. We had decorated the tree the other night, and we were talking about Christmas and stuff at Graceland. And a couple of stories come to mind, so I thought I'd share them with you. I know one Christmas we was out there. Of course, everybody was out there for Christmas. I mean, pretty much all the guys that worked for him, other sometimes other stars and stuff, but everybody that worked for him and their wives and their kids, and it was really big for us because that was one of the times that all us kids could really get together, and we liked one of our favorite things was playing chase or tag, and we would kind of start up somewhat around the jungle room, but we liked to go and we would haul butt down the stairs to the TV room where all the mirrors were. We'd go through there and run, scatter, go through the pool room, come back and come up the stairs and back into the jungle room. We'd do that, and I know one year we was doing that, and of course, I mean we would just fly. I mean, just get away from each other and just having a blast. And sometimes people would get knocked down and run over. I know Joey got knocked down, and it was funny because we got up to the jungle room. He had come up, and Mama was sitting at the breakfast bar, and of course Red West is there, and Joey kind of come up and had this kind of look on his face. She's like, what's the matter, Joey? What's the matter? He said, that big dumb redheaded boy knocked me down. And Mom's like, just she's like, well, who are you talking about? He's like, that big dumb redheaded boy, and he was pointing. And she said, oh, well, this is his daddy right here. And Joey said, well, I don't care, that big dumb. And anyway, Red just fell out laughing. He said, Joey, what'd that big redheaded boy do to you? And he said, he knocked me down, ran me over. Of course, they just laughed about it and carried on. And that same night, later on, my other cousin, Jimmy Gamble, uh, Patsy's son, he got knocked down, and we actually didn't know it. And when he fell down the steps going up to the jungle room, we just kept hauling and apparently just run over him, mashed him, stomped him, whatever you want to call it, and kept on going. And got up and Mom and them, of course, Patsy was up there too at the breakfast bar, and she kept hearing, and they went and looked, and it was Jimmy, and he was trying to catch his breath, and she went to holler, Jimmy, are you okay? Are you okay? And got in there, and she said, you better answer me, Jimmy. If you don't answer me, I'm going to kill you. And that's that's the way she was. But I mean, we just during Christmas we had so many good times, and not just Christmas, but Christmas has always been uh, uh, just our favorite time. I know Teresa was asking the other night when we were talking about what did we have like a big sit down dinner, and we really didn't. Food was out, I mean, on the table, and of course, a lot of places of the house. I mean, had everything, ham, turkey, knick-knack, finger sandwiches, chips, dip, punch, Pepsis, yeah, anything you want, desserts. Like I said, it was anything you'd want, and of course, we just mostly just kind of munched and as we wanted to throughout the night, as did you know Elvis's group. A lot of times, Elvis would be a while before he would come downstairs, and of course, that was always I've said before was one of the biggest probably thrills I would say for everybody up there, especially for us, especially me as a kid, and then later as a teenager, of waiting his arrival downstairs. I mean, it was like, yeah, unexplainable. It was just magical. And like I said, that was some of the funnest times we've had in our life. I know now. The question was asked the other day. What did we do? And it's like I told y'all. I think in a previous video, we always went out to Graceland on Christmas Eve. And then whenever we were done there, we'd end up going to my grandparents, my mother's parents, and spend, Christmas. Most of the time it was Christmas Day because we would usually never get out of Graceland until 6, 7, 8 o'clock Christmas Day morning, and then we'd go. So for us, it was kind of Christmas kind of started. Uh, I mean, it started at the beginning of December, but from about the 22nd on, for several days there, we didn't get much sleep, and it was wide open. And I know we still do today with my mother's family, and we uh, we play cards and we play games, and we just we enjoy being together on Christmas. Still do a lot of the same things. And I know another question that was asked is, do we ever listen to Elvis Christmas music? And we sure do. Uh, Pretty much a whole lot the month of December, uh, through January, and sometimes throughout the year, but mainly in December. Love our Christmas Elvis. It just puts us in a mood. Of course, we talk and share stories and think about Elvis, and always will. But just thought I'd kind of share some of those stories with you. I'd like to say I hope each and every one of you had a great Thanksgiving. I want to wish each and every one of you a good Christmas. And with things going the way they are now, just everybody take care, hang in there, and remember, we love you, and we always live Elvis.